Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back. Hopefully everyone is having a great day. In front of you, we see John Tyler, not the president himself, but a commemorative coin to commemorate his presidency. As you can see, he was the 10th president of the United States from 1841 until 1845. And in today's video, we are going to talk about the presidential dollar coins, which started in 2007. We'll talk about coins 1 through 10. Now, coins 1 through 10 is where most of the errors related to this series are located, and most of them have to do with the edge inscription. We'll also talk about the godless coins, and we'll get into some other different characteristics of the coins that you might not be familiar with. But at least you'll be able to get a good look at all 10 of the first presidents. And if anyone can remember the 10 presidents in order, you might be able to. You probably can, especially if you're a student of history. So this will kind of test your memory of the top 10 in reverse order, starting with number 10. So we have John Tyler, 10th president, William Henry Harrison, looking rather angry, the 9th president, and then we have Martin Van Buren, the 8th president. Now I'm going to rewind this part a little bit right here. Pay close attention down here to the inscription that you see. 8th president, 1837 until 1841. Now when we bring this back right here with William Henry Harrison, we see that they changed up and added "In God We Trust" to the obverse of the coin, to the head side, the face of the coin. Now that was a big discussion point amongst the public because they couldn't easily identify where the coin said "In God We Trust." Now, the Martin Van Buren coins do, in fact, all the presidential dollar coins 1 through 8 do, in fact, say "In God We Trust." However, it is located on the edge of the coin. Now, this in 2007 was the first time in 200 years that the United States Mint started to use the edge lettering again, and that did result in some errors. So the edge lettering, as well as E pluribus unum, and the mint mark and date will all be on the edge. Now, my camera isn't great enough to really get a lot of the details of the edge lettering, but I'll bring it up a couple different times, and that's where you'll see "In God We Trust." So we have Martin Van Buren, 8th president. Now I should also clarify, there are some where they messed up the edge lettering and they do not have the "In God We Trust" on it. In fact, they don't have any edge lettering at all. So those are sometimes known as the godless coins. Sometimes people just refer to the fact that they were on the edge of the coin and not on the obverse as calling them the godless coins. So we've got Andrew Jackson right here, 7th president of the United States. Here we go, on to John Quincy Adams, 6th president of the United States. James Monroe, 5th president of the United States. James Madison, 4th president. Thomas Jefferson. Now here's where we need to slow down a little bit because a lot of the errors are in the first 3 coins. Now the missing edge errors are relatively common. There are some that are going to be worth a little bit more. So here's some information from the PCGS website about missing edge lettering. In 2007, the United States Mint accidentally struck tens of thousands of circulation strike missing edge lettering dollars. They were very common that most of them can be purchased very inexpensively. However, the 2007 P satin finish for the Washington missing edge dollar, the Mint struck very few examples. They are considered rare and relatively expensive. So PCGS has a price guide for Mint State 66 for the satin finish George Washington missing edge lettering at $1,600. Now that's due in part to 2 things. 1, it's an error coin, so that increases the value of it. And 2, it's a satin finish coin. So some of these coins had special finishes that were applied to them that were sold directly to coin collectors and not intended for circulation. So those are going to have low error amounts and low overall mintage. So keep your eye out for that 2007 satin finish missing edge lettering. If you've got a coin that has missing edge lettering, maybe it's a good idea to take another look at the finish of the coin. If yours is a proof coin or if it's a satin finish coin, then you might have really hit the jackpot there. Unfortunately, as far as the prices for the non-era coin presidential dollar coins, they are not anything really that valuable. If you get your coin graded by PCGS at a mint state 66, they're still only going to be worth between $10 and $20 for just your regular coin. That's because these came out in 2007. A lot of people were on alert for these. They got the mint rolls of them, then just stored them away. The mintages on these coins are in the hundreds of millions. So until they took away the intended for circulation designation, in which they dropped down severely, but those were just sold to mint. Those were sold directly from the mint to coin collectors, so a lot of coin collectors just held on to those as well. So let's run through these last three right here. We've got Thomas Jefferson, the third president. We've got John Adams, the second president, and George Washington, the first president. Now let's run through some of those missing edge lettering in the recently sold section of eBay. So you can get to that by going ebay.com near the search button. If you hit advanced, then you could go down to sold listings. And what I've searched is dollar coin missing edge letter. So here are the ones that come up as the most recently sold. The most recently sold and also kind of the best match combination was August 16th. A 2007 $1 George Washington missing edge lettering graded by ICG. ICG grades a lot of era coins. Graded at mint state 66, mint state 63, sold for $25. Another one graded by PCGS at a mint state 65, recently sold for $16.66. Another one graded by NGC sold for $16.50. These are all the George Washington dollar coins that I've been looking up that came up right here. So if you've got a Millard Fillmore missing edge lettering, one of those sold on August 10th for $75 and mint state 66, graded by PCGS. So these first three right here are going to have the most frequent errors. However, if you've got one from Millard Fillmore, that's going to be worth a lot more because the mint kind of corrected themselves after they realized that so many errors came out with these first three coins. Now that's all I've got basically for today, so keep your eye out for the first 3 years for missing edge lettering. Those were made in the tens of thousands, as well as really any edge lettering going throughout the coin series. Alright everyone, that's all I've got for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be posting some separate foreign coin videos, hopefully, so keep your eye out for those, as well as the regular scheduled United States coins that are coming up in the evening time when I post evening videos. Try and aim for 5 o'clock at night Eastern Standard Time, but sometimes they do come out a little bit later. Thanks everyone, and best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy!